Mike on the side. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You're not ready. You're not ready. Switch.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the national. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On third down, it's Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Bell. And he's got some space here. But he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. We're scoreless after one.
Come on now, let's go. Right side, 54, right there. Big lady, coming to you.
On first down, it's Darnold. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Here's Bell, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's looking deep for Bell. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown on the season, and the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To try again after the sack. Darnold. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk
when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting to...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Quentin Williams in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They'll run it with Bell. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Let's go! Let's go!
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 10th carry down for Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline good with a PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Darnold, flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Prescott now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but, yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. From the 50, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gonna take it, and got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. Draw play, Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tighten up.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL